Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, great Wednesday morning. It is a hot morning in Brownsville. It is a great morning in the city of Brownsville. It's going to be another hot day. I guess we're getting it's getting to the point where we're just getting used to it. I hate having to say este. It's my transition word. Don't know why I hate it so much. But I don't want to say este that much. I want to get rid of the word. It's just a personal goal of mine, I guess. Make sure that it's on there to get it out of my vocabulary. It's just frustrating that I constantly say este, like este Sam. Morning, man. Good morning, Sam. Sam. I think
Mine's buffering, so like I'm not too sure it's like lagging on that side or not.
now it's better.
Okay.
You need to actually call your internet company and see if one of the things that I did, I call them and they do like a little boost up there.
Yeah,
Who do you have?
I'll probably call him today. Spectrum.
Yeah, I have Spectrum at home and at the office. And what I do is I go, you know what? My internet is lagging. I mean, we're not using. I'm the only one using it. Blah blah blah, and I still not getting the quality that I need in order to stream. And they should
Yeah,
do like a little jolt or a little boost.
something. And right now I'm just checking on the devices are logged in, but hopefully it's working better.
But yeah, it sounds a lot better than last night. It was kind of weird because last night you were like choppy. So you were saying something, it was like chop in the middle, and we try to figure out what the hell you were saying.
They're trying to filter me.
Yeah, it's the feds. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is the sector? God bless. Log on to your Spectrum account and boost your device. Yeah,
How? Like I'm already on the app already, but how do you? What do you press for the boost?
I'm not sure. Maybe you could Google it.
What is it? Upgrade?
How do you
Upgrade your
how
internet?
how do you boost your device on Spectrum? I have no idea. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I know that I called them, and they boosted my thing somewhat, but I'm not sure. Go check. Go to check devices.
And as manage your devices? What?
Yeah.
Because I'm already there and already blocked off everything, everything else besides this. Because there's a damn list of items like logged, like connected to the Wi-Fi. But other than that, how's your day going?
So so far so good. So far so good. Este este so far so good. I'm having a fight with an individual that stated that uh a mi oficina. Hold on.
Yeah.
Con el ¿sabe? No sabe lo que está haciendo. It's kind of weird. I find it trippy that there's some and you have to be very very careful with attorneys.
Yeah.
A lot of people just go to an attorney to go to an attorney, and let me tell you, there's some really dumb attorneys out there. They may. I don't get it. And one of the things that I think a lot of people one of the things that I think that a lot of people don't grasp onto is that attorneys, they specialize like in a certain branch, like in a certain ramo. And again, one of the things that yesterday era el día del abogado, but you cannot go for a criminal case to an attorney who specializes in corporate law, because they might
Yeah.
have touched it, you know, during the during their 2 year, 2.5 year time at law school, but they're not going to know criminal law if they specialize in corporate law. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Y lo que pasa es de que some people go like, es que yo hablé con el abogado y el abogado me dijo que, pues, que no sé qué tiene. Bueno, ¿y qué abogado fue? Ah, fui con un abogado de, de criminal. Digo, pues sí, señor, pero usted está peleando este, una propiedad. Usted tiene que ir con un abogado que se especializa en las propiedades. And people just don't get it, pero es abogado.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Like
mean that they
everybody
have,
specializes in different things. They're
yeah, it
like
doesn't,
doctors. Like everybody has like their little niche, as
yeah,
far as like the thing.
exactamente. You don't go to check your ear, nose, and throat to a podiatrist. You go to an ear, nose, and throat doctor.
Yeah.
I can't remember what those are called though. Ear, nose,
To the
and
what?
throat. The ear, nose, and
Ah,
throat doctor.
yeah, you got me there.
But they're called the ear, nose, and throat doctor.
I'm sure there's a doctor in the house here.
Cuidado for crazy stuff. I left Spectrum for T-Mobile, and it's a little better but cheaper. Does T-Mobile have internet?
They have that hotspot, no? I would think, no?
But that's sort of just for phones. I mean, I don't think they have internet service, like home internet service. I think I'm not sure. I think Dish tried to have it,
Yeah.
and then AT&T uh, has it. No,
I know Dish because I know I had it with them before, like when I had their cable and stuff. But
Otino,
it was Dish, but it was connected with AT&T. Like AT&T was providing the service.
um, otorinolaringólogo. That's what it's called. Thank
That's
you,
what I like.
Alberto. That's the name. Hola, guapo, Angela, hermosa, gracias. So, what happened between you and the Brownsville mayor? You guys were very buddy.
Well, people are always like buddy buddy with everybody up until they ever do something like messed up. But I'm pretty sure I remember back then he started pretty good, like when he had just graduated out of like UT, and then he became part of the board of TSC, didn't he?
¿Quién es este? Trey?
The mayor.
Fíjate que I've always loved Trey. Actually, Trey was my attorney in some little matters at one point, or helped me out in some stuff. I can't remember. Uh, let me tell you, let me tell you, one of the things that get with Trey is that I expected Trey to do an amazing job. I had a lot of faith in Trey, and that's just the truth. I can tell you that back when I ran for mayor of the city of Brownsville, I wasn't wanting to run for office. It never crossed my mind to run for anything, but what I did is I was at Brownsville Day up in the Capitol when we used to have Brownsville Day at the Capitol. We don't anymore. And I hate saying but so I went and we had seen the options that we had for mayor. There was Tony Martinez, there was Pat Ahumada, Robert Sanchez, and William Garza up till then. And I said, pura basura, you know?
Yeah.
And again, nothing against Pat. I love Pat. Sorry, Pat. But I didn't care for Pat to come back as mayor of the city of Brownsville. But I wasn't happy. And I love Pat now. Pat and I get along well. But back then, not so well. you know, not so well because we had issues with the sports park with Charlie Atkinson and with Fly Frontera, and Pat Ahumada became really, very, very, offensive when we started asking questions about Fly Frontera because for some reason he desperately wanted it to come to Brownsville, whatever the case. But anyway, so when those four guys were out there running, I said, we need someone other. So I approached Trey, actually. I had a conversation with Trey while we were up in Austin. And I said, hey, Trey, man, run for mayor of the city of Brownsville, bro. And he said, "No, man, I can't. I, got a lot of work, and I'm still committed to TSC. I don't want to run." I said, "Man, we just need something different on there, man. I don't. I personally don't like the choices. I think there's other people that don't like the choices either." So Trey goes out there and goes like, "Well, why don't you run it, Erasmo?" And I'm going like, "That's crazy, you know?" I said, "That's just dumb. There's no way in hell I would run." And this was on a Wednesday, because Brownsville Day at the Capitol was Wednesdays. So what happens is, pues, así quedó. Brownsville Day ended, and then on Saturday morning, I woke up and I don't know what the heck me entró, and I said, "Why don't I run for mayor of the city of Brownsville?" And I decided to announce that morning that I was running for mayor of the city of Brownsville. What I'm trying to get at is I've had faith in Trey for the longest time. Part of the problem with Trey is that he started to form these alliances with Rodrigo Moreno, Sylvia Atkinson, Adela Garza, and all this other factions that were out there actually hurting the city of Brownsville. And I had a conversation with Trey when he started running for mayor. I said, "Bro, why are you hanging around with these people? Why are these people your business partners?" He goes, "No, no, it's that I'm not like them. I can control it. I'm going to be okay." Blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, it doesn't look good. And then he had the would be out there with that other guy, the one that's always supporting all these crooks, uh, Edward Bustos. And I'm going like, why, Trey? Why do you have to want to receive money from these people? And ultimately, he became mayor, and hoped that Mayor Trey Mendez was going to do a good job. Had him on several times. Everything was okay until we found out that he was pocketing money from BCIC. And it wasn't a little money, guys. And this is what's really, really pissed me off. I mean, he would form these nonprofits, these LLCs. I'm sorry. He would form these LLCs and start asking for money for the city of Brownsville. Limas did the same thing. They were all in it, Sam. They were all in it. And I'm sorry, guys. You could be my best friend. You could be my relative. You could be anyone you want. If you're going to take away from the citizens of Brownsville, the people of Brownsville, the ones that have no voice, you better believe I'm going to be pissed off. And people, a lot of people have become disappointed. Pues no tienen otro primo que hace tech show.
That's on his
No.
dad's side. He's my cousin from his mom's side.
Yeah, that's the
They're
other
talking about
guy.
Danny. Yeah. No, they're talking about Danny.
Oh, Danny, that's right. Danny does that.
Yeah.
Este,
But going back to Trey, man, like it's unfortunate that we find out that like he's like I guess pocketing money in that way. But like we have said before, like we only find out about like a little bit of the whole picture because of like people that I guess submit that information or we find out about that information.
it's really unfortunate, Sam, because again, you'd hope that these
Because no one
individuals would
becomes a
do.
millionaire out of the 200,000.
Huh?
No one becomes a millionaire with 200,000. There's more money out there that like could be like out there that could have grabbed.
There's a lot more money he could have grabbed, and again, just disappointed, man. Just disappointed.
Hey, in the Brownsville days over there at the Capitol, just out of curiosity, did they give any breakfast tacos?
Yeah, well, a lot of it was kind of funny, but one of the things that I thought was really hilarious is that was uh, State Senator Eddie Lucio. Este, he had a breakfast for us. he had a breakfast for us, and it was kind of funny because we enter into one of the chambers there where they had prepared this like continental little niche little breakfast where you had like yogurt and granola and stuff. So I thought it was cool. But when he arrived, we were all in a circle, around the center table. Yo estaba comiendo, a mí me valió. Todos estaban esperando, a mí me valió. Yo bien Brownsville, yo todo rancho. I started to eat. Este,
And then they ask for the prayer or what?
no, no, no. It's kind of funny, but he comes like straight. He comes straight to me where I'm at, and he shakes my hand. Hey, how you doing? I said, I'm doing good. So he goes, if there's anything you need, you let me know. I said, yeah, thank you, appreciate you, Senator. And he goes around, goes around, and goes, shakes hands with everybody. Let me tell you, comes back, Sam. He goes, hey, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. If there's anything you need, you let me know. I'm going like, bitch, you already said hi to me.
You all look alike. That's what.
I go like, y'all Mexicans, y'all look alike. Y'all look like any other taco I've seen. But I thought that was hilarious, man. I thought that was hilarious, and I was going like, chin, te eras, hombre. But again, I have nothing against the senator.
Yeah, Robuelo.
Sí, se fue de gilo. But that again was one of those moments when a lot of times these politicians, they'll say something and they'll never mean it.
Yeah.
They're not going to help you out with anything, and it doesn't much matter how many times they tell you that. And I think that's one of the difference between individuals like these elected officials and myself and other folks. Uh, you know, we'll help you out any which way we can.
That's why it's a little bit more personal once you're like at the lower, not lower level, but like at a city or county level. It's more personal than being like at the state level or federal level.
Well, I think Sam, this is one of and that's why I'm trying to get through Maggie. That's why these local elections are more important
In the federal.
than federal and the state right now. At the end of the day, we're going to have a very small impact in regards to what happens at the national level or at the state level. And look, God
Like
bless.
unless you're in Beto's little circle, then he will know you.
See,
But other than that, he's just like,
yeah, and mira, Sam, look, and I understand a lot of people are like, oh, well, it doesn't much matter. Look, every single person in Cameron County can vote for Beto O'Rourke. Every single person, everyone. It's not going to make a matter. It's not going to make a difference. You know, it's absolutely not going to make a difference. So you could sway and convince everyone and their mother to vote for Beto O'Rourke. Nothing's going to happen. But think of this: you're wasting energy and time and saliva on a Beto O'Rourke, where nothing is going to change, nothing is going to happen. But if you wasted all that energy, all that time, all those posts on a local candidate, where races sometimes are defined by 50, 100, 200 votes, maybe there you could have an impact. But all these people out there, oh, Abbott, he's horrible. Oh, Beto.
but do you think it's a lot easier to cheat on a local voting thing or
Oh,
on a federal level?
well, I
Because
think
that's why they don't. Sometimes they don't do the whole local because they're like, oh, they already have like the stored votes there.
but I think honestly, I think that happens in both. I mean, I think one of the things that we learned from the federal election this past with the presidential was it was just a bunch of crap going back and forth. You know, back and forth. Este, so it's kind of a weird thing, no?
Yeah, yeah, because I know that. I know it's a lot more. It's more personal when it's like a local. You get to see him every once in a while. Sometimes you see him in the island. But in the federal, like they just know their people and that's it. I don't think it gets to like that much of a personal like when it gets to like the state or federal.
Yeah, and again,
But
I mean, you and let me tell you, one of if I'm not mistaken, when Judge Cascos ran against Joe 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 Rivera, you know that Judge Cascos won by 50 some votes, 50 some votes, and I might be mistaken, but it was that much amount of
It was like
that
a super close race.
super close race, and again, as the your 50 votes, your influence over 50 people could make an impact here, not in a veto race, you know? And ultimately, you're not going to change anything. But so all this, oh, veto sign, veto, 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 who cares? First of all, Veto's not going to beat Abbott. It's impossible. It's not going to happen. As the Abbott is going to win hands down. And you wasted all this time, all this energy on something that's not going to you're not going to have an impact on anyway. But you
It
could
won't
have,
help as much.
yeah.
Compared when you go help out a county commissioner, it's something different.
And look, and I don't want to sound like, oh, it's an Erasmo thing, but
No, no, no.
there's other races out there. We're going to get ready to start voting on a citywide election. Let me tell you, aren't people tired?
Is
Oh,
there
I
anybody running
apologize.
for mayor that is not on the board?
I apologize. It was against John Wood. It was against John Wood, and the difference, Sam, was 69 votes. 69 votes, bro. And that is where you could have an impact, folks. So, and again, and I've said this before, we've got to get
Did
rid
they
of
have
any.
a recount? I'm pretty
I
sure they did.
can't remember,
No?
honestly. I can't remember. But again, this is where everyone out here, if you care about Cameron County, if you and we're getting ready for the city of Brownsville elections as well, guys. But if you care about Cameron County, guys, we've got to get rid of Eddie Trevino. Got to get rid of Eddie Trevino. Have to. No choice. So, guys, all that effort that and you may hate Abbott all you want, don't know exactly why, but that's fine. You can hate Abbott all you want. You're not going to do an ounce of good for the community by wasting time, energy, saliva, when it's not going to do it, it can create an impact for you. We have to deal with major issues in Cameron County, including SpaceX, Elon Musk, LNG, the border security. We've got stuff that are important, bringing economic development to our area. You know,
Yeah.
putting a stop to this county commission. You know, spending their time and your resources by fighting the sheriff, Eric Garza. Leave Sheriff Garza alone. Let him do his job. That's what they're spending their time on. It's a power game for them. Let Sheriff Eric Garza do his job. And if he fails at his job, let him fail by himself. But stop poniéndole hincapié a cada paso. Leave Sheriff Garza alone. But that's where you could have an impact as a voter. That's where you could go out there and hold a sign: no more Eddie Trevino, no more Joey Lopez, no more Reina. All those people got to go. You know?
Which one?
All of them.
He was like, I'm on it.
I got you covered.
That was perfect timing.
Siri and me are like this. No, but that's what really frustrates me. And again, God bless
It kind of makes
Maggie.
sense. You would want to,
All
like,
these.
I guess, replace most of them, which will be going on the ballot this coming November. And then come like next year when the city elections come in, like, is there anybody on the board? Like, is there anybody running for city mayor that is not on the board right now?
As of right now, no one has announced. No one has announced for mayor of the city of Brownsville. No one starts announcing till November.
Okay.
In November, right after the election, is when we're going to start to hear individual. I mean, we might hear before, but usually it's November because nobody wants to go interfere with the election. What happens is no one wants to uh, going out there and asking for support, and then individuals trying to support or are being buddy buddies with them, and then it affects our election. It's like if you ask me who would I support for mayor of the city of Brownsville, I'd say, well, let's wait till after the November elections, you know. And I think most candidates who are going to be seeking office, they might be already talking about it now, getting ready for it,
Yeah.
but it's all in the hush hush. I mean, we know that Jessica Tetro is going to run. We know that Nerth Galansky is going to run for mayor. And, you know, Trey Mendez has said that because those two chicks are running, that screw them, he's going to run for reelection too, you know? Also, just to spite Commissioner Galansky and to spite Commissioner Tetro. More power to him. I mean, but and then people were saying, no, Erasmo, that can't be factual. That's how petty he's become. You know, he's become that petty. You don't believe me that he's become petty? Look at the snarky comments that he responds to folks where he thinks he's being attacked. Like the guy that asked him about, hey, you know, about the pay.
I think that was like an honest question. He
It
just took it.
was.
He just took it in the wrong way, and he started going at him.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like, and then you know the snarky response is out there. Is in regards to, you know, you don't have to do that, man. You just, you know, be cool with you. And look, one of the things, and again, I I've been known to lash out at people sometimes on my responses when I completely, you know, sometimes as they misunderstand what is being said. And I've apologized to people. I go, hey, man, sorry, man, I misunderstood, you know, and I've gone out there and apologized. And I understand a lot of times, you know, folks like me, believe this or not, we are under, you know, again, sometimes I feel I'm being pulled at different directions. But with that said, este, it is what it is. I just received a text message. Elon Musk says that it's time for Trump to sail into the sunset. He's not going to. Do I think someone other than Trump should be the nominee for president of the United States? I want to see what options are out there. You know, I want to see what options are out there. But let me tell you, I think that there's a lot of great candidates out there that would give Trump a run for his money, even though he was president of the United States. I
You
don't
would
think
think
that,
there will be somebody knowledgeable of, like, maybe with a political science background out of the 500 million people that live here in the U.S.
I think DeSantis has an amazing shot at being the next president of the United States.
But
You
is
know,
that
and
like the only shot that they're like? Could there be like several options,
I
or
think that there-
or is it always that like, oh, we only have that one option that's pretty much it? Everybody
no,
else kind of sucks.
I think that there's going to be good candidates come out. You know, not Tulsi Gabbard. What's that? Who? Nikki Haley. I think Nikki Haley's amazing. You know, I like Nikki Haley. I think Nikki Haley has a good shot as well at being the first female president of the United States. I like Nikki Haley. There's a lot of folks out there that I think they're going to, you know, come out, and I think it's going to be good for the Republican Party. Will Trump still get the nomination? Maybe, you know, but let me tell you, at this point in time, uh, anyone but Biden. Biden has got to go, and Biden has said that most of the Democrat Party is saying that they don't want him to run. I think there was like can't remember 80% of them or 69%.
They regretted it the moment he won.
Yeah, 69% said we don't want him to seek re-election. I think it's 69%. Let me tell you, as the own people don't want him to come back. But if it was him against Trump, you know, Biden went out and made a statement. You know, 92% of the Democrats would still vote for Biden. I don't think that's factual. I don't think that's factual. As I think those numbers are fudged up. I think that a lot of folk, even Democrats, would not vote for Biden again. They would rather maybe not vote. I don't think they would go for Biden yet. Erasmo or Samuel, what do you think about the explanation of PUB rates given by our mayor, Trey Mendez? I'll let you go first, Sam.
I haven't even read that explanation he gave. What was his explanation?
That gas and percentages and Tanasca money was being used
He was blaming it on inflation or what?
on everything.
I think those are just excuses. Then he shouldn't have come up with that post about like everything going down, like or retract yourself. Like hey, you know what? It was going a good way, and then like as things have changed, it's not gonna happen. But at least come out and say something. Don't just
Something.
don't just
Again,
leave it at
yeah,
that.
and there's no shame in retracting. There's no shame in retracting. Just go out there and say, you know what, la regué, I made a mistake. Just that simple. Something. Or, I had bad information, whatever. Any good divorce attorneys out there? Angela Nix. Haircut o'clock, 10 o'clock. Love you, Papa. Otorinolaringólogo. Otorinolaringólogo. It's just such a crazy word. I think that there's a word in English, no? Alberto, that's a Spanish word, right? It's not the English word.
ENT doctor.
What?
ENT?
ENG doctor?
No, ENT.
Ears, nose, and throat. That's a lot simpler than otorinolaringólogo.
Te oyes bien, ólogo.
Yes, they do. Preach, Sandra. Love you. And also, what's the process of contesting your property taxes? You have to submit and I have an appointment I think next week. You have to submit a request online. You could also do it in writing or call them and say that you want to have a hearing. T-Mobile does have home internet, $50 a month from T-Mobile. T-Mobile now has internet service. It's a device you just plug in and it gives you Wi-Fi throughout the whole house. I'm interested. Do we go to T-Mobile? I'd like to check it out. Can't hurt. I mean, would that mean like let's say if you have Spectrum and that Spectrum would go out, you'll have a backup with T-Mobile? Sam,
I don't know, like the device you just plug in. It sounds like the Wi-Fi thing. Well, it is a Wi-Fi, but it sounds like that mobile device, like that mobile Wi-Fi.
like a
I'm
hotspot?
not sure. Well, you said you just plug it in anywhere. You just plug it in and it gives you Wi-Fi.
I wonder if
Can you take it anywhere?
yeah, that's what I'm going to go check it out, because if you could take it anywhere, I'd like to see about that. Sam, on your app, go to your support, troubleshoot, and click on reboot modem and router.
Yeah, I did see your comment. But then it'll like kick me out of here.
Yeah, let's wait till afterwards. We're almost done anyway. We got 20 more minutes. Yeah. Stop making me say I'm trying to cut that I actually, did you see my sermon on Sunday?
I did not.
It's amazing. It's pretty good. You should go back and listen to it.
I'll look for it.
I
What I just really noticed. I got in my feed. Your food thing you did yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you did that, and I barely got the message today in the morning.
It's trippy because a friend of mine, starting off this new business and had food coming in, and said, "Hey, I want you to try out the food." They do deliveries. Let me tell you, Sam, that food is delicious, and I'm really well versed in regards to Indian food. Guys, you've got to try them out. I'm not even joking. Sing, I think it's SINGH. Sing something. Go check out my video. It's on and share it, please, if you don't mind. It's on my Erasmo Castro candidate page. But their food is amazing, guys. Indian food, tikka masala, amazing. The pea mushroom, amazing, guys. Curry, great stuff, guys. Not even, I mean, I'm not saying it because, and that she did bring me the samples to taste them. And I said, I'll make a video out there. I'm going to order from them at least once a week. I'm not even joking. It's the great stuff. And Indian food is really very, very healthy. It does a lot of cleansing. And, y nosotros los mexicanos, because we like uh, the, the,
Fattening.
uh, the spice, los spicy
Yeah.
and breakfast tacos.
Yeah.
Este, it's just amazing. Este, guys, you got,
It's very similar, but that's where all the they use a lot of spices.
yeah,
They
a lot of different type of spices that are amazing. And I'm not even joking, guys. Please try it. Este, have call her. The numbers on there. Have them delivered. Just try it. Try one dish if you want. Not even joking. I'm going to order from him at least once a week. Great stuff. Why and how do politicians become corrupt after they get elected to positions of power? Individuals get corrupted because it's easy access to money. And a lot of these folks have never had that ability to get their hands on so much money. And I'll give you one example. It's like Snaggletooth from the board, Jessica Gonzalez. They elected her over Philip Cowan, and I love Philip Cowan. Philip Cowan's a friend of mine. We've had our fights before, very, very out in the open fights. But I love Philip Cowan. But they elected a moron. People in the city of Brownsville elected a dumbass, 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 and it's really unfortunate because as soon as she won, she received like $10,000, $15,000 from vendors. You know, it's on the reports out there, and that's just what's on the reports, and it's really, really very unfortunate. Because you go back and go like, you think that these people, oh, they're house parents or stuff, you think that they're going to do a halfway decent job. They're easily controlled by vendors and by these folks. That's why a lot of people opted to vote for Tony Martinez, because they thought the guy's rich. The guy's not going to steal from us. Guys, you cannot focus on the financials of the individual, because if you go for someone that has limited resources, they're going to want more. And if you got individuals that have supreme resources, they're going to want more. So it's not a matter of the person's socioeconomical status. It's the integrity behind the individual. What's the difference between politician Minerva and politician Erasmo? Baby, if you don't know that right now, you're on the wrong show. I mean, Minerva is evil, evil, a horrible individual. Just plain evil. She's a liar. She is a thief, and she was in bed with Sylvia Atkinson. What more do you need? Did some research on the Tenasca deal. It was proposed and approved way back in 2013. It was supposed to be finished by 2016, but delayed and eventually dropped according to Tenasca because unfavorable economic conditions and high unemployment rate. My question is, how much did we pay into it? That was my question, and we've never gotten a clear answer. And we might have a clear answer, Sam, or some type of answer if we had an audit. When all taxes get collected every year, who gets the money? Is that money placed on an account or under what name? Uh, Usually tax assessor collector. Tony Zaguirre. Linebarger. Saludos from Las Prietas. Jesse. Love you, Papa. I need Las Prietas. When all the taxes get collected, we already got that one. Do you think the county commissioner is giving Sheriff Eric Garza too much opposition because the sheriff might find something they did that was illegal? I think it's just a power move more than anything. They don't want to lose control of certain things that fall under the responsibility of Sheriff Eric Garza. And again, guys, Sheriff Eric Garza is new. Let him do his job. That's all I'm saying. Let him do his job. And if he falters and fails, let him falter and fail by his own merit, not because you did everything in your power to screw him over. That's what pisses me off. that there's an abuse of power. I'm afraid we can't get the other 85% to go vote. Not much will change in Brownsville. That
But
is
that's
where,
like a national level, though, too, isn't it?
well, that I think ours is super low. But let me say, that is why El Gallo, all these people that are out there screaming for Beto O'Rourke and all these other candidates out there, they're not going to cause a dent of good here. That's why all those individuals need to go out there and encourage folks to come out and vote. Not with Beto. No, hombre, Erasmo. People here think Biden is the only one that helps us in Brownsville. They can literally not care less about the city government. Pero para quejarse de las calles, sí están buenos. That's the problem, you know? And you'll have a lot of dumb people. Oh, Biden, Biden. No, Trump is horrible. And your streets, is they're going to be the same after 4 years of Biden. But if you would have used all that energy to fight the local corruption, maybe. Think of it. Judge Carlos Cascos versus John Wood, Sam, 69 votes. I mean, Sam, you can sway 69 votes. You know? Can you imagine if back then you would have been a John Wood supporter? We would have had a different judge. And if everyone did their part, guys, you know, or let's say Sam's household, him, his wife, they'd say they have influence over 75 votes. Could have made a difference. That's where it really matters. The mayor snarked at me, unwarranted, I might add. Yeah. Can we ask for a mordida? What are the requirements? No. Good morning from Las Prietas, Jesse. Why don't you run for United States President, Erasmo? Maybe. Written communication, aka text and post, can be misunderstood because we don't have the benefit of tone, of voice, inflection, etc. But válgame, Mayor, 100%.
You can if you add caps.
And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people would opt to use caps, you know? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I made it on time. No. You made it while we were still on. Not on time. Good morning. I made it on time. No. Another one.
That was like a long time ago. What time did you put it?
That's 9:30.
You barely got it on time.
9:30 is not on
9:30.
time.
Never mind.
There are too many unanswered questions the mayor needs to answer. Problem is that he doesn't work after hours. Not working 24/7. What are the buildings downtown used for, Erasmo? They look very suspicious. Do they grow corn inside them buildings? Yeah. Otolaryngologist. Let's go with ENT. Otolaryngologist. And even that's easier than otolaryngologolo. Do you think there can be a lawsuit for high electrical bills? No.
Just turn off your lights.
Yeah. T-Mobile
Or
is
you have the
mobile.
option to change companies if you have the option.
If you have that option, we don't have that option. T-Mobile is a mobile internet with Wi-Fi. That's a hotspot, no?
I would think so.
Amazing. Yeah, that the place is amazing. Really good stuff. I saw your sermon. You did say este a lot. Too much. You got to watch it, Sam. It was really good. Why do people hide drugs on other people's vehicles in the parking lots of South Texas? Yeah, they shouldn't do that. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hay que ponernos pilas. Isaí Candanosa, te necesito tu ayuda. This guy makes the best videos. Candanoso.
Yeah.
Candanosa. This guy makes the best videos out there, man. Amazing photographer, great videos. I need your help. Good morning. Good morning. Oh crap! Talking about help, I need to file my campaign finance report. Good morning. That's my time. Did you see the closed caption I sent you? Oh, the United police cowardly running away from the house. Uh, Probably not. Uh,
I didn't see the closed captions, but I did see the video, and there is a lot of questions of like their procedures. When I was talking about protocol, I don't think that was part of protocol. I know you were gonna say that, but I was just basing on like the assumption that there was some sort of protocol they were following, not just holding back officers from trying to like storm in there and trying to shoot the guy. Um, but yeah, I did see bits and pieces of it, whatever Fox News put, but I'm trying to see if there's a longer video to it.
uh, the truth is, I haven't seen it, but I mean, we already know that they messed up. So, Sam, do you want to retract on your protocol statement?
Mm, they were supposed to follow some sort of protocol, and I'm pretty sure the protocol was like, "Hey, if there's an active shooter, you're supposed to like go like all in." But yeah, I don't know what happened. Retracting it, there's still protocol. But I
So,
guess I don't know. Someone messed up along the lines. For them to already resign, or didn't he resign, or they quit, or something? They already fired him,
no,
like from the several people.
it was kind of like, but the chief of police, the school district chief of police,
Yeah,
actually became city commissioner or city councilman, and he got elected before while the thing, and then they started to like push forward the swearing in ceremony because they were questioning a lot of things. It's a messed up deal.
absolutely. Yeah,
Will it ever come to the point of violence between the sheriff and the constables? No, never. I don't think so. I think
I
that
know when he first started, it was kind of rough. It was a rough start for Eric Garza in the beginning because everybody was like, "Oh, he's never been like inside the jail or like done the footwork." But I don't think it'll go to the point of violence.
I don't think so either. Is that I think is the I don't think so. I'm going to believe that both sides are going to hold the composure, and going to be a little bit professional. I'm hoping. Uh, Questions?
With no
Uh,
answers.
no answers. Let's see. What is revenge? Do you think they can retaliate and take revenge on you, since it might mean that they are prepared? Let me say something, and I think a lot of people don't understand this. Um, I've already received death threats. I mean, in the time that I've been here, I've received death threats. I've had stalkers. I've had individuals that have left recorded messages on my phone, guys. And, and this is one of the things that I think a lot of people don't grasp and understand, guys. I'm out there calling them out on their crap. Out there calling them out on their cartel connections. I'm out there stating, guys, that to this day I still do not believe that there were two suicides at BISD. I really think that they were were killed. So, do you think that I haven't gone through retaliation already? I mean, they filed police reports against me that I had had sex with a student in my car. You don't think that's retaliation? I mean, they went all the way to uh, Homeland Security, you know, all the way to Homeland Security so that they could investigate and look through my social media sites to see if I had been cocoreando with students. They did all that and found nothing because there is nothing there. But they were adamant. Minerva, Sylvia, Baltasar Salazar, uh, the district attorney's office, everyone out there was adamant on destroying Erasmo Castro. I'm still here.
But if they were to use that energy to like on people that are actually doing those wrongdoings, it'll be something different.
Well, that was my concern because all that manpower, all that energy that the BISD board, the district attorney's office, the city of Brownsville's office, Cameron County Commissioner's Court, if all that energy they would use all that to go after Adela Garza, a rata. We know she's a rata. Go after Adela Garza. They could have gone after Sylvia Atkinson. They could have gone after Eddie Trevino for all the money he's pocketed. Joey Lopez for all the crap he's put this community to. They could have used that energy to go after Trey Mendez and him trying to siphon money from BCIC, from the taxpayers, and Elon Musk. But no, they'll go after an Erasmo Castro. And it's kind of a weird situation because again, I'm not at the point where crying over spilled milk. But look, one of the things that Commissioner Los Santos got, he got pretrial diversion for his DUI. And pretrial diversion is if you do everything, everything's okay. You won't have to. They'll try to take it off your record. For his DUI. Let me tell you guys, they only offer that for first offenders. If it was your first offense, they'll offer you that. Commissioner Los Santos, this is his second one. But because they're commissioners, they get a pass. The district attorney's office hated Erasmo Castro. They came after me, my family, my friends, with everything that they had, with the backing of the state of Texas behind them. The BISD board came after me with everything that they had, their attorneys, their $500+ million budget. They tried to destroy me. I'm still here. All in. That's what she said, Sam. He resigned from the city council member. He resigned from that. He is still police chief getting a paycheck. Oh, did he resign? I did not know that. He can't get fired because we must follow Sam's protocols. Right, Sam?
Something. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to see if I can see more videos. Because I know in the beginning, they all went in. And as soon as they heard gunshots, like all of them came out. Like I think in the beginning, it was like about 5 or 6 of them that went in. And then they heard gunshots. And then they ran out of the highway or towards the end of the hallway. But I only saw recent clips that they had posted from I think it was Fox.
Why do you state, Erasmo, that Minerva is a thief? She's a rata. Erasmo, what the fork? Parkour is not a sport. Neither is golf or kickball. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
No, water polo is, right?
I don't think so. How y'all doing today? Doing good, He-Man. Thank you, Baba. Sam, anything other?
No, not at the moment. Not that I can think of.
Well, guys, have a great day. Dr. Juana will be on tonight, she said, so that's going to be interesting. Her and Sam can have a discussion about vasectomies.
Just remember, you guys need to bring facts. Facts.
Yes, Dr. Juana. Sam would like you to bring
assumptions.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure at the at 8:58 or 8:59, Roman's like, "Give me the link. Let me add her again. Let me add her."
We're not gonna let that happen. Guys, have a great day.
We just find a better moderator.
Yeah.
I think that's why Los Santos didn't want you as a moderator. You were like, I didn't know there was a mute button.
Let him go at it. It's kind of funny. Guys, have a great day. Social distance, face covering, your hand sanitizer. You still believe in all that crap. Guys, have a great day. Stay cool, man. Be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.
Bye.